What is going on YouTube? Back with another video. Guys, if you're newly subscribed to my channel, welcome to Nadim Vlogs. So the reason for today's video is I was on the way home and at the lights I actually pulled up next to an A45 AMG and it got me thinking. Before I did buy the RS3, I was actually considering going for the A45 AMG, but I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go through the reasons why I bought the Audi RS3 instead of the A45 AMG. So today, I can't do this, man.
Like I do this, right? So why do you buy the A45 with the...
Yeah, so today's video is basically going to be me talking you through the reasons why I bought the RS3 instead of the A45 AMG. So I'm going to tell you about the things I like about the car, things that I prefer with the RS3 over the A45 over the A45 AMG, and also some of the things that I don't like about the car that I would change, which I do think that they've resolved with the facelift model. So yeah, my car is a 2015 Audi RS3. Let go, let's jump in. Alright guys, so I'm sat in the Audi RS3. Now first of all, I am just going to put this out there. I do actually prefer the interior of the A45 AMG, and I know that sounds a little bit hypocritical because I don't have the wingback sport seats spec'd on my car, but I still do prefer the seats in the A45 AMG. I just feel like they do hold you in a lot better, and I also feel like the interior of the A45 is a little bit sportier than the RS3. I do know that on the facelift they've switched out the dash for the new digital dash, and they've made some slight touches which are a massive improvement on the interior of the RS3. But going off my spec and the current model, I do actually prefer the interior of the A45 AMG. Right, let's start this up. Alright, so one of the main reasons that I went with the RS3 over the A45 is, first of all, the 5-cylinder engine. I mean, it is such a treat to drive around. The sound, I know some people compare it to baby R8 V10 just because it has half the cylinders, and you do get that sort of R8-ish type of sound coming out of the car. And when I drove the A45 AMG, I was really impressed, I'm not going to lie. It does sound good, it does pop and crackle like the RS3, but then afterwards when I did drive the RS3 with a sports exhaust, I was just like blown away. I mean, just listen to this. Like right now I'm cruising around town, so the car is going to be amplified a lot with these buildings everywhere. So let's switch the car in dynamic, put it in manual mode. I do also have the Miltech secondary decat, so my car is a little bit louder than the stock, but I mean, listen to this. And every time you downshift, you just get those bang bang. It sounds like an AK-47, and it's the same when you upshift as well. Take the car all the way up until 6,000 revs, upshift, and it just bangs, and it's absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you drive this car around really fast in front of the police, you're gonna get an ASBO for it because it is stupidly loud, guys. I don't think the videos do it justice. Yeah, I mean, you can never get bored of that. So sound was one of the major reasons why I bought the RS3 over the A45 AMG. But I mean, talking about, let's close these windows. So the other factors that made me choose the Audi RS3 over the A45 is the fact that, again, it's a 2.5 cylinder car, and I just felt that the power delivery in the RS3 was slightly better than the A45 AMG, because the car sort of goes, but then you get a massive surge of power at around 3,000 revs, and it just knocks you back. The gearbox in the RS3, I prefer it over the A45 AMG. I just think it's a little bit smoother. One thing I will say though is the A45, and I know this gets mentioned a lot, is the Audi RS3 understeers on the track, etc, etc. Yes, that is the case, and I fully accept that the A45 AMG does handle better than this car. It's a little bit more agile, the ride is a little bit more stiffer, it just feels a lot lower down to the ground than the RS3. But I mean, that can be seen as a positive and a negative, because you don't want a car that's really stiff all of the time, especially if you're using it as a daily. I mean, I use this car as a daily driver. I'm doing a lot of miles with it, and the last thing I want is to be getting a backache with a car that's just stiff all the time. So I think the RS3 has a nice balance. And in regards to the understeering, I mean, if you're driving it around town locally and you're not tracking the car, I don't really think the understeer is a massive issue. Yes, if you're pushing the car to its limits, then the car is going to understeer a little bit. Off the line, this thing is, I mean, you've probably seen a lot of videos on YouTube. This thing absolutely annihilates the A45, even the new current model off the line. So another reason why I went with the RS3 is because it's a little bit quicker. And yeah, I mean, I just felt like the Audi RS3 was built a little bit more solid than the A45 AMG. So another reason why I went with the Audi RS3 over the A45 AMG is I just feel like it has a little bit more road presence, just because the car is slightly bigger than the A45. I know that on the A45 you can get the aero pack where you get the spoiler and a few other accessories on the outside of the car, but I just feel like the RS3 has a little bit more road presence and there's just more car. I mean, when you park them side by side, you'll understand exactly what I mean, but the RS3 I just feel like looks more meaner. It just looks mean. And on top of that, when I saw Nardo Grey for the first time ever on the Audi RS3, I was pretty much sold on the color. I was like, you know what, that color is insane. I think the RS3 is a lot more spacious. I mean, just look in the back, you can fit 3 people in there comfortably, whereas in the A45 it is pretty tight. And that's something I consider when I'm purchasing a car, because I do go out a lot. I do like to use a car with friends. I'm not one of those people that just drives the car himself. I do like to sit people in the back so they can enjoy the car with me. So another factor why I went with the RS3 is because of space. I mean, yeah, let me know what you guys think in terms of space, in terms of road presence, because I think it's a little bit down to personal preference as well. If you want that more sort of racy boy racer kind of look, then the A45 is definitely the better option. If you want that sort of road presence with a little bit of class, then I think the RS3 is the better car to go for. But let me know what your thoughts. If you've seen some of my earlier vlogs where I got invited to the Mercedes AMG drive day, I actually tested out a fully loaded brand new 2017 A45 and it had all the optional extras on. I think it literally had every option you could tick on the car, and that car was lovely to drive. If Audi did not make the RS3, then I'd probably be driving an A45 AMG right now. So not discrediting the A45 whatsoever, but you know what, you can't really test this car on roads like this. So again, this car, I mean, I've had it for nearly 2 years now, so I've got a proper good owner's experience of the car, and it still makes me smile. I put it in sport mode and the car just keeps going. I mean, yeah, the car's fast, 0 to 60 and everything, but this car is also crazy at the higher speeds, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just, I mean, when I upgrade this car, I'll be sad to see it go, I'm not gonna lie, because you've got the sound, you've got the speed, you've got the quattro system, so the car literally handles brilliantly in all kinds of weather conditions. Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm gonna be sad to see this go, and I don't really know where I can go from here. I mean, yeah, there's the M3s and the M4s, they are lovely cars to drive, but do they sound as good as this 5-cylinder engine? It's gonna be difficult. Another thing that I love about this car is, I mean, check this out. I'm about to go through a busy area, you put your foot down, and this car is just such an attention seeker. It's so loud, everyone literally looks like, oh my god, has somebody got a machine gun? Is somebody lighting off an AK-47? It's just crazy. So if you like attention seeking in traffic and busy areas, this car is definitely a good choice for you. I don't know what else to say about it, man. It's just so easy to, when you're driving this car, to just forget about everything else and just listen to the noise. I mean, look, we've got police there parked on the side. I'm going to downshift and they're probably going to look. Yep, did you see that? Yeah, they were looking, weren't they? Yeah. Yeah, this car is just such an attention seeker. Alright guys, so before I sum up this video, just a couple of points that I didn't really cover in the video that helped me decide on the RS3. Personally, I think the infotainment system in the Audi is a little bit better than the A45 AMG. I think the interior build quality is a lot better as well, and also the tuning platform on the Audi RS3 I think is a lot better than the A45 AMG. I know that there's a few stage 1, stage 2 A45s pushing over 400 bhp, but personally I think the RS3 has a better tuning platform, just because I do know a couple of A45 AMG owners that have actually sold the A45s and gone to the Audi RS3s. But I mean, just a couple of areas where the A45 wins the RS3. The miles per gallon and economy around locally and on the motorway is about 45 plus miles per gallon. The brakes are also a lot better on the A45. I have had a few issues with the brakes on the RS3, as some of you will know from my previous videos. The Mercedes after sales is so much better than Audi's after sales, and I say that because of my other car, the C63, which I purchased from Mercedes, and I just feel the after sales is a lot better than the Audi. When I've had issues with the Audi, the after sales hasn't been too clever. It was a difficult choice between the RS3 and the A45, but I did go down the route of the Audi RS3. Let me know, guys, if there's any A45 owners that watch my videos or that are watching these videos, what your thoughts are. Again, I'm no car expert, but I thought I'd do a video just giving you my personal opinion on why I chose the Audi RS3. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comments below. Do give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you next time for another video. Peace out, YouTube.